they are calling on the government to do something, and the government is also warning them not to go near charcoal because they're trying to protect the ecosystem. Do you think that this will bring a remedy to this? Because they cannot, what they can afford, they can go near. And what they cannot afford, they can't equally afford it. So what is the way out?
Well, the position of the government seems to be insensitive. The increment is all over the nation. Here we buy 1,050, and that's been on for like 3-4 months now. What would have actually been the alternative that the people probably were relying on was also kerosene, and kerosene is counterproductive to even use. It's not even available, and where it's available, you see that the cost of using gas, the LPG, is far better than the kerosene. It was about the same price or the same per kg compared to a liter of kerosene. You will end up seeing that after using the kerosene for a day or two, it has evaporated, and then you still have some. Not too long ago, I saw some person now can buy the LPG in kg 2, 3, 4 as the case may be. Now, if some persons are, I never knew that until the price rose astronomically to over 1,000 naira. I was thinking that you can only buy the 12 kg, 12.5 kg. Then people improvise by buying, lesser kg. You can buy 5 kg, can buy 4 kg, as the case may be. But for Nasarawa, the government is not making an alternative, and their geographical position is, Nasarawa. I don't mean there is ways to ameliorate the suffering of the people by ensuring alternative is provided. As a sensitive government, if one could have actually said, okay, the government is doing something with this, people have to get it to the point. This policy of not using charcoal, that's just a statement that is just, let's put the statement there, but in the nitty-gritty, down to the villages where their own means of cooking, getting their food cooked, could be firewood, could be charcoal. And because if buying the LPG is out of reach, what do you expect them to do? To starve to death? So government must be sincere, and that policy shows that government is not sincere. It's also a call, because when you have scenarios as tight as this, it's also an avenue where people can, be innovative and look at the comparative advantage as to getting other means of getting their meal ready, and also to pursue their national their economic life. I'm so sure that sharing border with some states to also have some of these things available. If they cannot eternally source, you can also look out for how partners can come in play. But there again, you look at insecurity. No business person will want to invest in an environment where the high rate of crime and insecurity is the order of the day. So stakeholders in that clave or in that space will have to sit down, and counterpart partners, while to engage the government that if you are not expecting the people to make use of charcoal or firewood, where is the alternative? The only alternative of means of cooking is the LPG, and it's gradually becoming out of reach for the common.
Now we know that any decision one takes in life, it affects some and favors some. And you are saying that the state government did not actually do the right thing by putting this policy of not using charcoal. I mean, it has to start from somewhere. You're saying that it's insensitive. Yes, we know that just a few days ago in Niger, we saw the massive protest that took place just because the price of things in the market, they can't afford anymore. Economic situation in the country is very hard. So it seems protest is happening from left, right, center, not just in Nasarawa State. But when you were saying that what the government is doing is insensitive, are you saying that it shouldn't take any decision in order to protect equally the ecosystem because of what is going on in the state?
So you can see that based on that position, what it does is probably that the thinking process of the government may not factor ripple effect, and at that what that will throw up other broader minds, persons who probably are gifted in that area of sourcing for alternative, and say, look, government, you got it wrong from this point. And here, have you considered this? Have you considered this? Because these are the same persons to which you sworn an oath to take care of, protect, and also to give meaning to their life. And if you are now contributing to the, the general perceived ash turn time that we find ourselves, then it therefore means that your commitment to the people, because it has to do with commitment engagement, your commitment to the people to ensure that while you hold on this, we are making provision. We know how some other states who knows their honor with their responsibility, the social engagement with their people, they will say, okay, we are dropping this policy. While dropping this policy, we are making this short-time cushioning effect, while the government will come out with a definite approach and solution to the current challenges in everything.
Well,